All right, so what's going on with Chicago? They always talk, and I know that people been talking about Chicago, but due to Obama, and I want to educate people that Chicago is mostly talked bad about. It's not only because of Obama. Okay, there's a lot of liberal people in charge, white liberals in charge of Chicago. There's a lot of corruption in Chicago as well. But this city was found by Disable, who was a Haitian mulatto, who was mom was black, dad was white French, who spoke French, Spanish, and later on English, who came through New Orleans. Because I'm a Creole, I'm gonna mention this because it's part of Creole history. Who became a slave in Louisiana, fought against slavery, against himself. He fought his freedom, and founded Chicago. Married an American woman from the Illinois tribe, and and also he was a Catholic as well. And so he was um, the one who founded Chicago. This city was the promised land, the eyes on the prize to African descendant people when it was coming out the South. And y'all know about After Birth of a Nation movie came out in 1919, 1920. They defended the Klan about with what's that man name? Silas Lynch, the mulatto that married a white woman. They was scared of Black Nation. All us in the Klan was the heroes. So the Klan membership grew like Trump situation now. A lot of folks that know that when Africans and the people left the South and went up north, eyes on the prize. I saw that back in the PBS back in the day in the 90s. This was a place to go to, but no, they still, even though it was the North, you had racists. They had a riot up there. You had white racist people who saw the stereotypes in the media and Hollywood at the time that was started being racist. And then even, like I say, one of our heroes who was a black Mexican named American, Lucy Gonzalez Parsons, who was a slave here in Texas, who married a white man who was a former Confederate soldier. They got kicked out of Texas because of the interracial marriage, and they went up to Chicago. And when she died, they killed her husband. She was an auditor. She spoke her mind. She didn't go riot. She worse than rioters and against minority rights, women rights, foreigners, rights of foreigners, immigrants and stuff like that. In Chicago Police Department, they either they fired her or she died. They got all her material, a lot of her materials and burnt it. Some of the materials are still on Instagram, on Amazon, but rewrite means history. So you always hear about the poverty in Chicago, the killings, the shootings, even with the R. Kelly situation, that too. The reason why those neighborhoods have a lot of corruption is because when Sears and many other companies left their businesses, there was no jobs. In certain areas of Chicago, where a lot of people, African and Hispanic, moved in, they used to be mostly white. They either white, they hit the redlining, and so when you had no businesses, and you had the crack epidemic back in the day with Bush and Reagan days, that's what supplied the needs. And you had gangs forming back in the 70s, not into the 90s, and that started a lot of. So that's why a lot of corruption goes on in Chicago. Okay, Chicago been rough, but before Chicago, I want folks to understand. As I read the book Black Think Go Rich, Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough. Um, Tom Burrow, on Burrow Communications Advertising, he born in 1939. I mean, he be 80 this year, same age my grandma on my mom's side coming up, and that was bad back then. So a lot of folks not know that Chicago been worse ever since then, and they use didn't you know that they, even though you have white liberals there, they also white racist people. Before this situation, I never forget, after Trump won in 2017 or 18, it's a sister, light skinned sister. She went to a bar and it was on Facebook. She said a bunch of white men was calling her nigger bitches, nigger this and that. They'll kill her, they'll rape her. A bunch of white thugs in this area, okay? So Chicago, but every time about the accuracy, no, they should know. People accuracy in them hoods should be, in those Hispanics as well, should be caught up for the bullshit too. But white people should be too, okay? So one thing about y'all, I'm equal with everybody, okay? I ain't trying to pick no side over the other. So that letting y'all know that before anybody talk about Chicago and talk about the black crime rate and bring up trap music and Key Chief and anything else, even Sandra Bling and R. Kelly, that mess. And I'm with Sandra Bling, don't get wrong, okay? Before they bring in Barack Obama and Oprah and her, liberal thing, and because Oprah started doing her talk show there, and of course, wasn't it Jerry Springer no longer went to Stanford, just like Steve Wilkos. You gotta understand they had corrupt police officers, corrupt politicians. I think if I'm mistaken, one of the guys that was in the Mike Brown situation was from Chicago, who was Democrat, who was winning for him, trying to get what's his name, Derek Wilson, to win the case. I heard about that too, if I'm not mistaken. You have corrupt politicians there. I seen on Facebook the city council in Cocoa Black ministers were doing some wicked stuff, and them folks exposed they behind up in there. Yeah, I saw that at some hotel down in Chicago. Chicago got a lot of ratchetness, okay? So just because it's up north and it's not in the south does not mean that it's all heavily. And just because they talk about the black on black crime rate and Hispanic gangs fighting each other, that too, and all other stuff, just because they talk about that, don't forget they got white thugs too in the police department, in that too. So, like I say, it should be a Me Too one for that sister down there in Chicago who went to a bar, a small suburban bar, asked if she would use a phone or she'll wait for the bus or something like that. Well, y'all seen on Facebook last year before last, and a bunch of white thugs, here's a Me Too moment, white thugs was trying to rape her and tell me that they hate niggers and Trump Americans, and then she was crying on Facebook. And this is Chicago, it's not the South. So Chicago had a lot of reactionists. Yes, it does. So now, the reason I gave you all the tea of this, and yes, the criminals of color should be locked up too. But they should lock up the white criminals too, and the white thugs. And there is Al Capone went there too, as well as Chicago. So that's been Chicago been thugging since then. Thugging. And been thugging on the so-called legal side, whether it be police, politicians, whatever. And thugging on the criminal side, suburbia, hood, body, or whatever. So this is no shock when I hear about this. Two white thugs, ratchet, trailer trash, suburban thugs, attacked our brother, our multiracial, biracial brother, Jussie Smollett from Empire. And I want to know, where is Lee Daniels and his white lover, Scam Daniels. The Dame Dash proved, we already knew, and Monique already called Dame Dash out. Where is Scam Daniels and his white lover? Now, the reason I brought this up, my heart goes out to Jussie. And let's also get another history of Jussie. Jussie also played Queen's son in the movie Queen. Halle Berry, Alex Hayden let me know about my multiracial background back in 1993. Okay, the dark-skinned brother. This story is a suspect, yo. Okay, well, let me get to the subject, okay? What happened is the dark skinned brother who's Queen's boy, her son, that was who Halle Berry played. That was from the one that got lynched and burned by the Ku Klux Klan. Then Danny Glover came in and married Queen. The character Danny Glover came. So the light skinned brother, that was Jussie Smollett from Empire, who was a little boy. And also Raven-Symoné played Queen, a little girl. And then Halle Berry, in a lot of makeup, played Queen, the adult Queen, when she was passing for white. Okay, that will let me know about the what's it called it, my multiracial background back in 1993. Okay, so Jussie Smollett was a little boy then. That's the one who was learning how to read, and the white boys, God dog it, in the movie Queen, two white dudes y'all, this is weird. Two white dudes in the movie Queen. They had 3 parts of Queen. Okay. Two white dudes attacked Jussie Smollett's character. That was Alex Haley's father, right? The light-skinned man was Alex Haley's Roots' father, because Queen was his paternal grandma, she was black Cherokee and white. Remember her white father fell in love with the slave mistress Jasmine got played, who was black in Cherokee. Okay, remember if y'all know the movie Queen. And when Jussie Smollett was learning how to read or whatever, two white dudes did come. That's when Queen came in and slapped one of the white boys for beating her son up. And she told that white, I got white blood in me too. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this before Queen went to the crazy house. Okay, went to the state hospital, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Because when she had memories of her baby daddy got burned by the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, I watched that movie Queen so many times. Baby, that's what I learned about my multiracial background. So, two white thugs attacked Jussie Smollett, sadly, in Chicago. Not no brothers, not no Latino gang members, no cartel. Two white MAGA America great Trump thugs. Thugs. Yeah, ratchet, suburban, or trailer trash thugs attacked this to call them faggot and nigger. And they did use the one drop blood. Talking about you always be a fag. They said before this attack, they already had on social media going to attack this man. They call him a black faggot, nigga, with all this other stuff. They showed they didn't care about him being part white. Okay, now I'm not for the one drop rule. I do identify as mixed. No matter how dark or light we all mix. Okay, nobody, whatever. But I'm letting folks know who are multiracial, who look more exotic than I do, okay, will try to think that white people like that will set them more than me. You know, I'm not dark like West Nice, but I'm not too exotic. I'm camera skin, but not too exotic looking like just something that y'all know. They care about the so-called good hair and all the other stuff. Thank you. All right. I want folks to understand this. All y'all who trying to subscribe, them people trying to kiss their ass and be cotton and straw picking folks and for them people, understand this. The two white thugs attacked Jussie Smollett in Chicago as he left from a bar. So it had to be in suburban type Chicago, not the hood Chicago, but suburban type. Where everybody think that white people are nice. No, as I met folks from there, and they know it got white racist people up there. It's not extreme like Texas, okay? But it's there. And I gave y'all a history lesson. It was like that during the Eyes on Prize Jim Crow days. Okay, it's still okay. And they are talking about, and understand, people attack Chicago not because of crime rate, not because of Obama. It's because this city was founded by a part black man, disabled, who was part French and part black from Haiti, who came through New Orleans, Creole, New Orleans, and found Chicago. He spoke Spanish, French, and English in the Native American language because his wife was a Native American woman. She's an Illinois woman. That's why folks talk bad about Chicago. Get tired of people don't understand. It ain't because of Obama, ain't because of trap music, all that. It's deeper than it, okay? And Chicago been corrupt before doing the Capone days and all this, the segregation, all that. Yeah. So anyway, y'all can get y'all do research. I mean, I've been there only one time, 2004, while on my way to Washington D.C. I went to the airport and then we trade planes. That's the only time I went to Chicago. But Jussie Smollett was attacked by two white thugs. You know what I'm saying? So, two white thugs in Chi-raq, and they had committed hate crime against his brother. So y'all say some prayers. We hope they get the two white thugs locked up, but y'all, while they're looking at the thugs of color of African American Hispanic, and they should be locked up in those areas, they also should lock these two white thugs. And ever since Trump became president, these white thugs has been chipping out like a bunch of pansies. Okay, all right. I'm cold like it is. Anyway, y'all, bye. Have a nice day. But hold on, before I go, and no, I'm not against interracial marriages, relationships. Um, I do believe in traditional marriage, but I don't force my view. Okay, that's y'all who want to get married within the same gender, whatever. But what I don't like is that there are people of color who do date white people, whether it be straight, gay, bi, a lesbian, whatever, and they put white people on pedestals. And you even have those who engage in that race place mess. And if they're doing that mess to you, and you're being the little slave and all that stuff, okay, this what happens. The same folks that attack Jussie Smollett. It's the same folks now doing that mess to you. Ghetto gaggers, Latino throats, but the rest goes on, okay? And even the white woman say nigga dick, that too. Her by her saying it and sucking up the black BB, whatever. Let you know the terminology she's using. You need to understand people. They don't know dating someone out. Well, none of us are pure, but stop thinking that not letting your partner disrespect you and your heritage, and at the same time have some self-respect for yourself. And it goes on to this. So I want to focus on Empire. I noticed that when I did watch, I watch it all the time. The white lover of Jamal were always promoted. Have y'all noticed? And he was more submissive towards Jamal. Jamal was more submissive towards the white lover. When he met the brother at the studio, he was less submissive in a way. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that when I see that in Empire, that and I look at Lee Daniels, how he treated Monique and Dame Dash and his people, okay? And how the exploitation and even the Halle Berry character in the movie Monster Ball, she married a dark skinned man, it's Diddy character. Her dark skinned husband gets killed by her white soon to be lover. The white lover is a racist. He sleeps with her. She abuses her son like Aunt Mama, okay, like Williams syndrome, and then she be the bed wench up her legs to the white man. And next thing he trying to convince his dad not to be racist towards black people. I don't understand that concept, but I found Lee Daniels did this. So I always want to folks understand. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go with someone white. None of us are pure black, but don't go with someone white because you think they're superior than you, and don't be putting them and don't get engaged in a relationship where they disrespect you, and you submissive to them. That's just completely wrong. This is wrong. Okay, have mutual respect in your relationship. Don't go with nobody, and don't be no ghetto gaggers. No male version of ghetto gaggers, either by Latino throats or Latino throats. Okay, if they got that going on. Okay, all right. I see so many minorities um who choose to go white people purposely, and they think white people are like God and goddesses, and they would treat them better, but the white partner would treat them like trash. And even they engage in relationship or sexual, activity, they would dehumanize these people in the acts. So I want to understand the people out there who perpetrate this mess. It can happen to you. I'm not saying that Jussie Smollett is involved, but I know his character Jamal, when he was with his white lover, it was like he was submissive. He catered to him. When we was his brother, he was not. You see what I'm saying? And I look at Lee Daniels, how he scammed his community, and how he treated Monique, and how he treated Dame Dash and many others in Halle Berry. I look at that in the movies he made, and even Empire. It's so much. I mean, we laugh at Cookie and Lucius Lines, but then when it started being statistical to the point, it's racist. And it's a Fox own channel, Fox News. Look at that as well, y'all. Fox News, y'all know Fox News is racist. Okay, hello, we know about that. Okay, understand. That's the reason why I look at Lee Daniels was a suspect. I look at him as what racist, what why are you doing this? And I want him to say, where are your concern for Jussie Smollett? Because he played your character, played the gay character, and I'm assuming that the character of Empire is it's like Lee Daniels, what he went through in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at that. But so many stereotypes in Empire. I'm glad I don't watch it as much. I don't even have a TV hookup. Okay, I had cable, old cable money, but still, I sometimes I would get bothered by Empire. So I look at that as well. But y'all, I'm letting you know. I want to know from Lee Daniels and his lover, what he feel about this instead of sitting here, silent about this, because this is one of your characters who give you money. Wasn't for those actors, you wouldn't have no money on Empire. That's called like it is. But I had to say that there's so many people I have met, no matter what their orientation is, their color, they will go a white person. And even I know get a brother. Last year I was working clean up, not doing my security job, I was doing 2 jobs last year. And so I was doing clean for a side job. And like I said, with Vin, because I'm going to go detail who his brother is. A little bit lighter than me, hair kind of a little different. Mixed with Creole, black Creole, Mexican, Native American. And I think he identifies as black. He referred himself as a nigga. He got tats on him too. And while we was ready to get our duties to clean up the event, this fool said, I want a white woman to tie me up and whip me like I'm a slave, be her sex slave. See what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, do you know you're exploiting your people? You can't sit here and talk about what happened, slavery, raping, and what I'm saying, of the master, but then you the one being let the white woman be the master to you, and you being a little slave, the bell bed witch. You know what I'm saying? Is it bed bug, the bed bug, whatever they call it? Yeah. So it's see no respect at all, and I met people who put white people on a pedestal and they just let white folks disrespect them. Oh no. So I look at this when I look at the situation with the hate crime. I'm also looking at the character this man play on Empire, because they also looked at Empire and they even call him a black fat. They call him biracial. Now I'm for multiracial identity and multiracial heritage. I claim my multiracial heritage myself, but I'm letting you know the narrative of the white supremacy, and I do not ignore that. I don't let it follow me or let it define me. That's the difference, okay? Um, and I let those who are more lighter and have more different heritage than I do, who come with it be multiracial mix or either so-called first generational, which is not referring if your parent, so-called black parents mixed up down the family, no matter how dark like they are, they ain't no pure black. Um, just letting you know that y'all, some of those who come out of the relationships will sit here and clown me and try to use those colorist jokes on me. I'm laughing at y'all like, well, even if I don't even look like Wes nice. You know what I'm saying? So shut up, okay? Get your eyes fixed. Yeah, my hair may be kinky, but still, Barack Obama hair kinky too. Okay, come on now, bro. What's the name? Wasn't it Roxy Roker's son? Lenny Kravitz has kinky. Bob Marley had kinky. They got white dad. They had white. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit here and depend somebody's hair based on their mixed ancestry. But those were so-called good hair and lighter skin tone. Just because you have that, don't mean you excluded from white supremacy, of course, like it is. And y'all, let's say some prayers for Jussie and hope them thugs go get caught by the police and white racist thugs and make America a great. Because they don't know when they get caught, that's when America get great again. Not when they did to this brother here, okay? But let it be known. But y'all check all the tools I say in this video. Have a nice day.